everybody. My name is Beth Gwynn. I'm the mental health manager for Harkness Head Start, and I'm very excited to spend a little bit of time talking to you today about conscious discipline. When you had your home visit, you should have received a piece of paper that had conscious discipline information on it. And then that letter, it was just an introduction telling you what conscious discipline was and a little bit about how we use it in the classroom. But I wanted to spend a little bit of time with you today talking to you about things you will see when you do come into the classroom, when your children arrive on the first day and throughout the school year, what kind of things we will be doing that implement conscious discipline. So I just wanted to spend a few minutes with you and just share that little bit of information. So the first thing I wanted to introduce you to, and you will have noticed on the paper that you were given, that there was some breathing icons. So these are tools that we use in the classroom to teach children how to calm down and how to take a calming breath. One of the things conscious discipline teaches us is that we need to breathe to regulate our mind so that we can think. So when I'm upset, crying, angry, just really frustrated, I can't think clearly. And so first I need to calm down so that then I can think clearly and be rational in any kind of conversation. Have you ever tried to talk to your kids when they're crying and you're trying to what is wrong? Ah! And they're just crying? It's because they can't think. So first we calm them down so that we can have those important conversations. So we use these really cute things, the star, the balloon, the pretzel, and the drain, in order to teach the skill of breathing. The other trick that we use, and you'll hear a lot, is to smell the flower, blow out the candle. Because a lot of times when we tell children to breathe, they breathe quickly. That does not calm us down. We have to take very slow, intentional breaths. And so by teaching them to smell the flower and blow the candle out, we're teaching them how to take those slow, deep breaths. And I would encourage you, as you are preparing for the school year and all the craziness that comes along with open house, home visits, if you have older kids, meet the teacher night, back to school programs. And I know I have 2 kids of my own and it gets very hectic. Just keep breathing. Remember to take those breaths to calm down when you start feeling a little overwhelmed or stressed. So that is one thing that we will be teaching your children right away, is how to breathe, how to calm down, how to work through those skills. I'll go over a couple of them with you just so you know. The star, so we tell them be a star. And that means to stop, take a deep breath, and relax. So we say that a lot, and your children may come home and tell you to be a star. And that is what we mean when we tell them that. The other one that's really fun and everybody loves is the balloon. And so we inflate the balloon and we deflate it. So we put our hands on our head and we blow up the balloon, let it out. And a lot of kids like to, be loud and make that fun noise as they're blowing it out. So those are just 2 of them, and I will let the teachers teach your kids the rest, and then they can teach them to you. So be sure to ask them to show you all the different breathing tools. The other thing that we teach and spend a lot of time working on is feelings. So these are some visuals that go through the different feelings. So I feel, and we use faces and identifying what the emotions look like on your face. A lot of times children have feelings, but they don't know how to identify them. So if they're angry, they have that face and they're stomping and they're yelling, but they don't understand they're angry. And so we use conscious discipline and use the feelings and what's called feeling buddies, which are these cute little dolls that have these faces on them. And we use those to teach children that when you have that face, when you feel, your body's clenching up and your fists are like this, that you feel angry and what anger is and why you might feel that way, so that we can help them learn later to use words to identify their emotions. And so those are some things that we will be working on with your children right away. And then what we use is something called a safe place. It's a place in the classroom where children can go when they're upset or angry to calm down. And we have posters like this hanging up. So I might go over with a child who's in a safe place and say, oh, your face looks like this and your arms are all scrunched up. You seem angry. And then point to the anger face. And they might say, I'm not angry. And then they might tell me something else, like I'm frustrated or I'm sad. And then we might talk about how they look and why I think they're angry and why they think they're sad. And we'll have some conversation about it. And then we'll use the breathing to calm down so that we can continue to talk about what's going on and ways to support them in working through their problems. So every classroom that we have will have a safe place. So your children will learn about the safe place. They will learn what the purpose of it is, why they go there. And then after they've spent some time learning all these different skills, then we'll open the safe place up and it'll be a place for them to go. Think of yourself when you're having a bad day. Where's your safe place? Mine is a lot of times my bedroom. It's quiet, it's calm, it's a place I can be alone and just decompress. We all have that place we like to go. For most of us, our home is our safe place. And so when you get home, you feel safe and comfortable and you can deal with everything you've been feeling throughout the day. And for our children, we want them to have a safe place in the classroom. So that's why we've created that. They're soft and comfy, and there's things in there for them to use to help with the active calming. So every classroom will have one of those and your children will get to use it. The other thing you will see in every classroom is a kindness tree. One of the things we teach the children is the acts of kindness and ways that we can be helpful when we're dealing with one another. So if I spill a box of markers and you help me pick them up, you're being kind and helpful. And so the teachers will give them a heart to put on the kindness tree. And each of our teachers use the kindness tree in different ways. And so I would encourage you, if you have questions about it, to ask them how specifically they use the tree and how their kids get hearts. Some teachers just randomly give out hearts as they see people being helpful. Some teachers give each child a heart a day, and those are specific hearts, and they have them, talk about what they did. So each classroom uses it a little bit differently, but we all have those ways that we're encouraging helpfulness and helping the children recognize when they do things that are kind and helpful. The other thing we do, which kind of goes along with being helpful, is we have class jobs. So every child in our classrooms will have a job that they get to do. And those jobs vary also by teacher and by program, depending on the needs of the classroom. So some people might have the job of door holder or line leader. If they have a plant in the classroom, there might be someone whose job is watering the plant. Everybody has different jobs, and a lot of times they'll rotate them daily, weekly. They have different ways that they do it, but every child will have a job that they do to help the classroom, to help make their classroom function, to keep their room safe, everything they need to be successful throughout the day. So every child will have a job. The other thing that you will see in a conscious discipline classroom is a friends and family wall. So we have, we'll ask of you to send in a picture of you and your child and your family so that we can display those in the classroom for the children to have. We always say we're a school family. And so part of being a school family is including our actual physical families. And so we're going to ask you to take a picture, or if you already have one, you had a photo shoot recently, or you were at a party and you got a family photo, send it to your teacher. You can, if you have it printed already, you can give them a physical copy, or you can send it through Facebook Messenger to their to the Facebook group, or you can email it to your teacher. You and the teacher can decide how best that is for you to get that to them. But we want to have pictures that we can display to show your family and help the children to get to learn about each other. So then if one of them is having a bad day, they can go over to the friends and family wall and see your family, and it'll help them to feel better. They can also introduce their family to their friends that way. The other thing that you will see throughout a conscious discipline classroom is the use of greetings and brain smart starts. So a brain smart start is a way that we help children to connect and unite together and start our day. So a brain smart start a lot of times is a song or a ritual or an activity that we do together to help us get connected, get excited, and bring us together to start the day. And that will happen at some point in the morning or the afternoon, depending on which session they come to, towards the beginning of the day. And the kids have fun with the Brain Smart Start. It also wakens their brain up. So we do physical activity as part of that to get us moving, get their bodies active and ready to go. You'll also notice that we have greetings. Different teachers do it differently. We have some people hang them on the walls. Some people will have aprons or some kind of picture they hold that has various greetings. Some teachers greet the children themselves. Others make that a class job, and it's the child's job to be the greeter. But we do greetings with different things like a handshake, a high five, pinky hug, or there's a butterfly hug. So lots of different creative ways. They also might not like to touch, and so it might just be a smile. So the children get to choose which one of those from the options that they're given that they would like to do. So giving them that choice. The other thing you will see is we have a puppet, and his name is Schubert. And we have some books that go along with that. And in the months to come, I will be introducing those to you. And Schubert helps us learn these skills, learn about calming, learn about breathing, about the safe place, about all the different components of conscious discipline. So those are some things that you will see when you come into a classroom that implements conscious discipline and that your children will get to experience throughout the school year. The other thing I wanted to take a couple minutes and talk to you about is we have a parent education curriculum for conscious discipline that we are rolling out this year. And one of the things that entails is a 7-session training. And those will be one night a month for 7 months, and we will not meet in December. So September through the end of April. And we will meet one night a month on Zoom for about an hour and talk about the skills of conscious discipline. So each night we'll focus on a different skill. We'll talk about the things that go with that skill. I'll give you some activities. We'll have some conversation around home behaviors and how to manage those behaviors in your home, and ways that you can help your child by bringing these conscious discipline skills into your house. So I would really encourage you to plan ahead to attend those meetings. A letter from me will be coming out shortly that will give you a little bit more information, give you the dates and times for the entire year of when we plan to roll that out. And then we'll go from there. I'm very excited to work with all of you and to introduce you to the 7 skills of conscious discipline. I would really encourage you to join me. The more of you who can participate, the better discussion we'll have, the better engagement we can have, and the more you can learn about ways you can support your children in the home. If you cannot be there one night or something comes up and you can't make it, we will be recording the Zoom sessions, and I will post them to the Facebook page for you to view later. All the handouts and any kind of resources that I would give if this was a face-to-face training will be given to the teachers ahead of time so they can get them to you. So you'll have them in your possession the evening that we meet on Zoom. So I'm so excited to work with all of you this year. I'm excited to teach you about conscious discipline and help you learn the skills of self-regulation so that you can teach those to your children. One of the things we know about kids is the more consistent we are, the better. And so if they're learning these skills and behaviors in the classroom and you're teaching them at home, it's going to do wonders for them. And if we can help our children learn to take a deep breath and calm down when they're upset and to self-regulate their emotions, they will do so well in the future. It will really benefit them as they head into kindergarten and beyond, because we know when we're calm and when we can focus, we have so much brilliance that we can bring out. So we really want to encourage you to join us for that. I hope you all have a wonderful year. I'm so excited to work with your families, to get to know all of your children. You may see me out and about. I like to stop in the centers and check on the teachers, check on the kids, and see how things are going and make sure that they have resources and the things that they need to be successful. So you'll probably see me out and about in the classrooms. I also will occasionally post videos on Facebook for you with little bits of information or things that I've come across that I'd like to share with you. In the comments of this video, I will post some web links for you for Conscious Discipline, so you can go to the Conscious Discipline website and find some resources. It's a wonderful, wonderful website, and if you do create an account, a free account, there's a lot of printables that you can access. And if you see things on there that you would like to have for your home, all you have to do is let your teacher know, and we'd be happy to make sure that you have those in your home. Your family advocates will also have resources for you and some additional things that they may share with you when they come into your home for those home visits. I hope you all have a wonderful day. We are wishing you well, and we will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.